Right guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sunday Paper Talk, where I go over all the Sunday papers, see if there's anything that's Liverpool related or anything that could affect Liverpool in the long run. But before we get to the main part of the video, I just want to give you a few channel updates. So, I have been doing live streams for the past 2 weeks on a Friday. Seem to be going down a bit of a treat. You guys seem to be enjoying them, so I will continue to do them. I will put a post out on Thursdays, basically stating how long they'll be, what time we'll get started. And then if you do end up missing it, it'll be put up on the channel afterwards anyway, just so you can have a look at it and see if there's anything in there that you've missed out or all that. Basically, it's just a little live stream of me answering questions from you guys, going over the news that we may have missed that day. And yeah, there've been different time lengths as well. That first one was like for over an hour. This one was just over half an hour. So I will put like in the post on a Thursday, I will put like a little statement on there, like how long I think the stream will probably last for, just so you've got like a general idea anyway. And every time I try to finish it anyway, I seem to go a little bit longer. So yeah, that's that for that one. And then another idea I've had is on a Saturday, I might start doing a video where I go through your guys' emails and comments and that. So what I want to do is basically, where should we start this? So I've been getting a couple of emails. I'm going to read one out today from Dave. And it's just basically general ideas of why you guys think Liverpool are at the moment, what you think's going on. And yeah, it'd be good for me to go through these emails, talk about them, give my thoughts on your guys' opinions. And then, you know, it's a video based on the community, isn't it really? But if you don't want to send an email, the email is in the description on all my videos. If you don't want to send an email, just put a comment on... Well, let's do it on the Sunday. Let's do it on the Paper Talk ones, yeah, for the time being. And then when I get the first Saturday video out, every video I do that. If you put a comment on there of your thoughts and opinions and stuff, they'll be read out on the next week's video, if that makes sense. But yeah, do it for this one for next Saturday, and then Saturday then it'll be on that video. I hope I'm making sense there. So yeah, now I've got all that done. Let's crack on with Paper Talk, guys. So let's have a look at this. Let's get the BBC loaded up. Here we go. Anything that's Liverpool related on here so far. Liverpool and Chelsea have inquired about Celta Vigo's 21-year-old Spanish midfielder Gabriel Veiga. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Let's see if there's anything a bit more in depth. I'll just text you to his Twitter page. Chelsea have inquired on Spanish talent Gabriel Veiga's release clause, conditions, payment terms and a chance to negotiate with Celta Vigo. No bid or concrete steps as of now. Liverpool did the exact same thing earlier this week. He's one of the players Liverpool are following. In all fairness, guys, I think this may be, as much as everybody seems to be going on about Thuram and Kone, I have a funny feeling, I have nothing to go on, a funny feeling Gabriel Veiga may be Liverpool's next signing. I'm probably going to end up being wrong on that, but it's just a gut feeling I've got. It seems to be pretty straightforward, like the McAllister deal was. It's a cheap release clause of about 35 million again, maybe a little bit cheaper. It's a release clause again, so there's nothing stopping us from getting the bid sorted out. I don't think he'll be wanting massive wages because he's coming from a club as, like, say, Celta Vigo. I guess the only thing that could complicate this now is Chelsea have got involved, and Chelsea, we know, have been throwing silly money about. On that, though, we all are very much aware that Chelsea have to generate money before the end of this month, otherwise they will fail to hit financial fair play rules based on what they spent last year. Now, this kid as well wouldn't actually even class as a... have to be registered, should I say, sorry, because of his age. So, this could be someone we go for, guys. And like I've just said, I've got a funny feeling this kid could be Liverpool's next signing. And I just don't know why, but it's just a gut feeling I've got. Is there anything else on this page? Chelsea may offer midfielder Conor Gallagher, who Liverpool have been linked with, 23, to Brighton as part of a deal to sign Moses Caicedo. That's a bit of a true thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? I would love to have signed Caicedo and McAllister, wouldn't you guys? In that double pivot that they were doing towards the end of the season for Brighton, that'd have been absolutely amazing for us. But it does seem to like he's going to be Chelsea bound, to be fair. And then Chelsea selling any more of these players, by the way, like Cucurella to Newcastle, Koulibaly to Saudi Arabia. Aubameyang, Ziyech and Mendy are all being linked to Saudi clubs. They're probably going to make some money, and obviously they're selling Mason Mount as well, so yeah. Anything else? Paris Saint-Germain have spoke to Mikel Arteta to become their new coach. I think he'd be daft going there, don't you? After Julian Nagelsmann has talks brought down, I'd like Nagelsmann at Liverpool. I've been saying this for years, ever since he was at Hoffenheim and Leipzig. Like, I really, not now, obviously. I like Klopp, but I think he could be a decent successor. If not him, Xabi Alonso, Xabi Alonso as well. I think Steven Gerrard's not ready. He needs to start proving himself again. At the moment, if we had to replace Jurgen Klopp, I would go for Nagelsmann or Xabi Alonso. And it just says here that Xabi Alonso has been linked with Paris Saint-Germain, so I hope he don't get that. Who else have they got on here? Luis Enrique, yeah, I could see him being at Paris Saint-Germain. Anything else Liverpool related? Sport Build. Liverpool are interested in Ryan Gravenberch. That's a new name. Well, not a new name. That's a name that we've known about for a while. That's gone quiet, hasn't it? Who has voiced his discontent at lack of playing time by me. Let's see if I can get this. It's in German. Can I get it into English? Let's have a look. Let's just close it down again. It's not giving me the option to translate it. Yeah. Open up in a new tab. Translate to English. There we go. Right, cool. What have they said about Gravenberch? Gravenberch, while on international duty, has grumbled, "I don't want to experience a year like this again." In his first season with just 6 starts and 27 substitute appearances. And then someone from Bayern has told Bild, "In my eyes, he's an incredible talent. That's why we bought him. He got more playing time at the end of the season. I'm sure he'll get even more playing time in the future." Sport Bild knows Liverpool is interested in the Dutchman. However, the record champions do not want to give up on Gravenberch. Again, that's another one that I kind of thought was like, could have been done at any moment. You know, his agent's been over to Liverpool back in January. We've seen the pictures of that, which, you know, makes you think that there's something going on there. Klopp's spoken to family. They all seem up for the move. Maybe this is just a bit of Bayern brinkmanship here, where they're trying to get a better deal for the player and not trying to get him for like a cut price. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what happens here. But that one's gone a little bit quiet over the weeks, hasn't it? Maybe Liverpool have moved on to other targets. Would you say that Gravenberch and Gabriel Veiga are similar type of players? Like they take up a similar position? I don't know, on that one. But I've started coming towards the conclusion that Liverpool may only sign 2 midfielders this window. I don't know why, guys, but just everything that seems to have come out, like the James Pearce article the other day, on the day the transfer window opens, going on about all the youngsters that we've got. It's the PR spin again, and I just can't be bothered, guys. And then we've had the whole other article that came out the other day, like, I didn't want to cover it, but basically saying that there's investment waiting to be happen, like they're working on some deals. Like, I'm just thinking, like, that's going to be your excuse, isn't it? That's going to be your excuse as to why we haven't spent much money this window, because you're trying to work on investment to fund stuff and it's just not paid off and it's not come through. I honestly, guys, I honestly think we'll end up signing McAllister, one other midfielder and a defender. And if we are going to sign anybody else, it's going to take us to sell somebody, honestly. Because you've got to think, like, we've lost 4 players, yeah? But again, this is not my point of view, but from the Click point of view, you're going to see probably Taylor Morton's going to come in and take over Arthur Melo's position. Do you know what I mean? Curtis Jones going to get some more game time. We're going to see Stefan Bajcetic come back in and get more game time than he would have got last year. So that's 2 players there that will take over, say, Keita and Ox. We've signed McAllister. That's your 4 midfielders, guys. Your 4 midfielders to take over their positions and take up more minutes next season is Curtis Jones, Stefan Bajcetic, Tyler Morton and Alexis McAllister. And that'll be it. And then we'll probably get another defender. I can just see it, guys. I just can. And I don't know if this is just my brain going with how I get so let down by FSG year in, year out. But yeah, I can't wait for him to go, guys. Honestly, I hope they sell up, but it's just all linked to the Man United stuff, isn't it? So yeah. Anyways, anything more on here that's Liverpool related? Arsenal are targeting Kai Havertz. We know about this. I would love him at Liverpool, but it's never going to happen at that price, is it? 70 odd million for Kai Havertz. Nah, it's never going to happen. Right. I think we'll read this email out now from Dave. So I've got it up on my phone here. Oh, actually, before I get to that, there's one other thing I want to cover. So Thuram's agent, which I don't think it was his agent. So basically, Thuram is represented by his dad, if I'm not wrong. But the super agent who's taken over Raniola, if that's his name's company, I can't think of a name. You know what I'm talking about, though. It's Gravenberch's agent. She was seen at Nice the other day. Just put a picture up on social media. She does have other players that she does represent there at Nice, but the rumour is that she's now helping out on the Thuram deal to go to Liverpool or wherever he's going. So positive news there, I guess. Right, Dave's email. So he says, "Good morning, Adam. Just some thoughts on a couple of transfers. Thuram, I get the impression from reading the main stories and links, similar to McAllister, that this one is very close. I get the impression that he is now the number one target. Whether or not the deal is done prior to the 8th of July remains to be seen. I guess Liverpool are negotiating to bring the initial 52 million mark down, probably around 40, with 5 in add-ons." Yeah, probably I can agree with that. He was rumoured to be more expensive than Kone at the time, which made me think we were going to go for Kone, just because it's penny pinching FSG. But if we can get that down, I could see that happening. But again, I don't know why, Dave. I don't know why, but I just got my guts telling me that Veiga's going to be the next one. I do think I'm going to be wrong, and it's probably going to be Thuram, but I've just got my eye on Veiga, and I don't know why. I just can't. It's like an itch that I can't scratch. Mickey van der Veen. The more I watch of this guy, the more I see a young Steven Gerrard in his running style. I think this guy is another who will be with us next season. I expect a fee of around 25 million with add-ons. 25 mil for Mickey Van... Yeah, probably. He's got a lot of speed about him, hasn't he? There's that video that I think I mentioned before when we were first linked with him, where he's ran from the opposition's box all the way back to his own to block that shot. He's got the height as well. I could see him coming in and be the understudy to Robbo at that left-hand side, and then maybe we'd see Tsimikas get moved on. But yeah, Mickey van der Ven, I do think he's probably going to be the most likely option for that left side. There's other players that we could have brought in, like Vardiol, but he looks like he's off to City for 100 million. Inacho, I think he's called at Sporting. He would be another good player to come in and play on the left, but I think he's signing a new deal that'll take him into next year. With an £80 million release clause, I think. And I can't think of any other left-sided midfielders. But yeah, Mickey van der Ven seems to be the one that we could probably get over this window. If this is all true, the spending would be around 100 million marks, or possibly funds for another. Just my thoughts. And he said I did a good stream the night before and he enjoyed it. Thank you, Dave, for that comment. So let's work this out. So we have 35 on McAllister, 40 plus 5 on Thuram is... Hold on, mate. Not really good at maths. 18 and 25. So, 105. But obviously you got the 5 million tuck off there. So, 100 million mark, isn't it? Yeah, probably. I honestly think it's about 80, but I don't know, guys. Let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, I think we'll call this video there. There's nothing much else on this page. I've not seen anything on Twitter, anything like that's worth bringing to your attention. Of course, the last thing that I mentioned on Twitter, not me, but when I read it on Twitter, was that Thuram had got on a plane from Nice to Blackpool and he was having a medical. This was about a week ago, and we've still not got these results back from this medical, guys. So keep your eyes on Twitter for the next groundbreaking update from all these ITKs. But yeah, guys, cheers, Dave, for the email. Again, if any of you want to send me an email, it's in the description below. If not, put a comment on this video and it'll be read out next Saturday. So yeah, guys, if there's anything that breaks out through the week, I will be doing videos. If not, the next time you will hear something from me will be Thursday regarding the stream on Friday. Right then, guys, I'll see you then, and I'll catch you in the next one.